the one thing I always used to say is you could actually have a company, a board, the entire team love you to death. You could die from being so great. And I felt like my CEO and founder was like, you're amazing. You're the person who has to do this. The board would say, you're so good. We're going to fly you out. You should talk to that leader. I was talking to the private equity group they had a really great model where they wanted to train all their portco leaders to scale rapidly. And so they kind of created like sort of like an executive MBA program internally. And the CEO of each company was mandated to pick one person, one leader in the company who they would sponsor to be part of this program. It was a 1-year program. And I was selected from my company to go to that program. And I remember the board saying, you know what, you should teach the classes. I said, what? I said, I have a full-time job doing HR in this growing scale-up startup. And we're doing a lot of acquisitions. So in between doing your day job, you're trying to integrate other companies into your company. And now they were saying fly out and teach these courses to our port companies and also to like mentor and coach some of their junior executives. And I was so enamored by that I would say yes to everything. And I'd be like, I got to prove myself. I got to show them that I'm like gung-ho and that I could do everything that they give me. And sure enough, I burnt out. Went to a doctor's appointment. They're like, you got a major issue. And I had to go through surgery. I had to, it was the moment that they wheeled me out from surgery and I was in a wheelchair. And they said, so your husband said he was going to pick you up in the driveway, in the lane. Which car is it? And I said, well, looks like he's not here. And they're like, but he said he was just going to get the car. And I realized the car was right in front of me. So I was still gassed up, didn't realize the car was in front of me. And I had been on my phone texting back to work. And when I looked at the message after, it was all gibberish. And I thought, God, Christine, like, are you going to kill yourself? Like my doctor and everybody used to say, you're actually going to die if you continue on this way. And so I'd done that for about almost 3 years and burnt myself to a crisp, lost a ton of weight. My hair was falling out in clumps and I had to resign. And the board was so concerned. They flew me in and they said, what's going on? Like, why? And I just said, I got to save myself. Like this was a great journey. It was a great run. I learned so much and I appreciate it so much, but I need to save myself. And so I left that job and really thought about how do I not burn out like that again? Because once you've done it, you're like, okay, I know what signs I need to look out for. So I've been very cautious about how I operate. There's times where my body, like my mind doesn't realize that I'm exhausted, but my body will show the signs. And sometimes I ignore that. I know we all do. And so I've learned a ton from that experience. And I've had moments of where I've been really tired and everything, but never to that extreme. So I guess I learned something from it.
Wow. Thanks for sharing that.
Of course.
Just got goosebumps from that story.